Welcome to Profile Traders, and this is the market analysis for Friday, December the 5th. The lunacy of the QE index is continuing, where pretty much every single item that should be impacting the market negatively is completely and totally being ignored. For example, a collapsing price of oil, which is indicating a very unprecedented, nasty global slowdown. A slowdown that has reached a point where crude is now trading at $65 a barrel. An extremely aggressive rally of the dollar, which is completely killing and destroying the export and price advantage that the United States had on its product. It is completely and totally ignoring the fact that if the economic numbers continue to improve, that the Federal Reserve will be forced, even if they don't want to start to tackle the rates or come up with some sorts of tightening in terms of money flowing, free money flowing into this rat hole casino. And on and on and on and on. Pretty much everything that is out there and could possibly exist to impact the market negatively is ignored. This is a bubble of unprecedented magnitude. This is the scariest I have seen in my whole life. And God protect this rat hole casino when all these little scavengers that are manipulating this market with their machine, and the scavengers of the Federal Reserves that are serving their masters, billionaires, by channeling everybody's saving into the pocket of the billionaires. It will end bad. It will end bad. You heard me very right. But for the time being, shorts are sent to Guantanamo Bay. If you try to short, even at these levels, you lose money. There is no short. That doesn't exist. Market doesn't allow shorts to operate. And it's extremely unhealthy to see that. A market that is at levels that are darn scary, and at the same time they do not allow a single short to make a penny even off these levels. So it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. You will tell me, but what is it so bad? It's at record high, etc. Yes, it's at record high, but it's also at record level of phony baloney, artificial mumbo jumbo that is taking place. As I said, this is no longer a stock market, it's a QE index. But for the time being, it is the way it is. You and I can't do anything about it. All I know is that if they're gonna continue this masquerade on the upside, 2100 is the next logical level. We are at 2077, not far away from it. On the other hand, for a break to the downside, it is absolutely critical and crucial that we break 2060. 2060 is the short-term major support. If we do break that, we are going to come down to 2050. And then if we break 2050, there are POCs down there, one at 2029.75, and there are several others lined up down there, which I cannot show you in my chart because I don't have enough data on this chart to show you. But you don't need to be a genius to figure out that once this whole masquerade up here will deflate, that we are going to retrace a very important portion of this leg down. So 1900, 1850, all that down there is wide open target, so that when the crooks are done with their crook business, market would come down to the level where this whole leg of manipulation started. Now at the same time that we are seeing an explosion in paper, every single physical commodities that is out there is under being destroyed. You are seeing now price of crude at 65.6, which there was a time when if crude was at this level, stock market would be down 3,000 points, because there were rational people that would analyze and conclude that if crude is at $65, it's a reflection of a very nasty global slowdown impacting price. And if there is a nasty global slowdown, there is no business for a stock market to be at record high. But those days are gone. The days of rational, the day of logic, the day of fundamental analysis, all that in the toilet. Markets are hijacked by a bunch of terrorists, financial terrorists, financial thieves that are doing whatever hell they want to do. Literally, they are doing whatever hell they want to do, and there is nobody to stop them. So for now, the menu du jour is to destroy physical commodities while we create a bubble into the paper casino rat hole. As for crude, coming down here, we have support at 64.70 to 64.50. I believe that level is going to hold. It is going to be very difficult to break it down. However, if it does hold and there is a bounce, there will be no significant rally in the price of crude anytime soon. Therefore, any kind of important $2-3 rally off of these very deflated levels should be an opportunity to sell again. But at this point, if we get towards 64.70, 64.5, I believe it should start to find very, very interesting short-term support. In terms of resistance, the first real resistance is at 66.55. In order to reverse a little bit from down to up, we have to clear that area of 66.55. Once we do that, then there is a POC up there which could be a decent target to reach on the way up at 67.65. Therefore, we can bracket it now between 64.50 to 66.50. One of these two levels must break up or break down in order to start another leg, either down or up. Till then, I am very confident we are going to be contained within these two range that I gave you. As far as gold, same as crude, any excuse that has absolutely nothing to do with gold is used to destroy gold. Now, I sent you a very nice article on my Twitter the other day that was explaining why this is happening. This is happening because a whole bunch of, again, criminal manipulators and the Federal Reserve, one of them being among them, is destroying the price of gold based on paper for two reasons. Reason number one, they want first every single saver that has money under gold to be discouraged, cash it out, take that money and go buy the toilet paper in the stock market of the billionaires. They want you to sell your gold here at 1192 and then go buy a share of toilet paper of Priceland at 11.35. They want you to sell your gold down here and go buy a share of the toilet paper of Amazon at $300, or a share of the paper toilet of Netflix at $300. And at the same time, they are destroying the physical gold to these levels on paper, so that all the toilet paper that they are selling to these dumb investors that are exchanging their hard-earned cash money for paper, they are taking that cash out of the hand of the investors, and they themselves go buy bullions, go buy all sorts of real estate, go buy all sorts of collectible arts, collectible cars, and basically they are taking the population saving by selling them worthless shares, and the billionaires are taking that money not to buy stocks, but they're taking that money to actually buy physical assets, and in this case a physical asset such as gold that is being destroyed day after day, day after day. But you and I know, show me one person that has saved by buying gold over its period of its life that is today poor. But I can show you millions of people that are poor that invested into the stock market. So let's not be fooled here. This is a silly, ridiculous manipulation, and one day it will come to an end. The third reason why gold is so badly damaged is because of the Federal Reserves. The Federal Reserves, to justify this madness of QE, they have to prove that there is no inflation. So how do they do that? One, by giving you a phony baloney inflation read of 2%, which is the most grotesque read of inflation out there. Real inflation is 5-6% after these 6 years of trillions of dollars of printing. So they destroy gold, and then they say, you see, people are not afraid of inflation, and there is no inflation because gold is the first read of the inflation, and look how low it is. As gold is this low and as there is no inflation, yalla, more QE. More QE is justified. And what is QE? QE is basically channeling your money and my money into the pocket of the billionaires through the stock market. So they are doing what they are supposed to do as the putos and the bitches and the slaves of the rich. Therefore, gold is punished and punished and punished, no matter what is out there that has nothing to do with gold. Somehow, the one thing that gets punished out there is gold. Don't ask me why. Well, you can ask me why, I just told you why. So, support now is definitely has to be anywhere between here, the low of 1186 to 1178. That is massive, massive support, that zone. I doubt we will break. If it gets there Sunday, I believe it is going to be a fantastic level of support. On the way up, the moment we exit on the way up of 1197, I'm expecting that we are going to rise towards 1210. So careful bracket now between 1186.2 to 1197.4. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday.